now. So, hey Peter, so you have a problem with your car, I guess lost power?
Yeah, so a couple days ago, I was at work, and during break, I turned my car, and it just died on me, man. So, yeah, and just the day prior, we had a new battery too, so I was just wondering what's going on, and that was...
Yeah, so he's in his car, using the heater, car died, lost power. We just put a new battery in the day before. So we did some testing. We tested the alternator here, and what we came up with is, when I did the test with my multimeter, this one's running about, I forgot, I think it was 8 amps. It's pushing 8 amps, which is not enough to power the car. So that's why we got the new one here, about to get that in for you, show you how that goes. Here we go. So the first thing you want to do is connect the negative or positive battery terminal on your car. We already got the old one taken out, so we're just going to show you the process of putting it in, which is pretty much the same way as taking it out. Disconnect the connector, take off the hot off the back, positive terminal. And one thing that really helped me, it was stuck in here, could not get it out. We loosened the 4 bolts on the front of the trim here, on the face of the car. And then we loosened the bolts to the AC compressor line here. And what I did was, if you look at this rubber clamp, you can actually slide the line forward in the clamp. I slided it forward as far as it can go, and I bent this hose down. I just bent it down over this way a little bit, and that gave me enough room, because before I tried to get the starter out, it would not come out. And I had basically to get it in that position to where this flat edge is facing towards the intake manifold. But once you do that, it should just slip right in like this. I'll just show you how. Can I get in this video for me?
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Please pull this back, and if you watch, it'll slip right in nice and easy once you got it right. Just like that. You can get it in there nice and easy. Well, easier than it was before, that's for sure. Right, Peter?
Yes, sir.
Wasn't budging before.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get that in there. That's it. Flip it around. You guys get the idea though. You flip it around in place. I'll get you guys back once we got it flipped around in place. And there's 2, I think these are 13 millimeter heads on the bolts here. You get the 2 bolts out of the alternator, and the 12 millimeter for the frame of the car here to move the 4 bolts around the frame. There's one on the top and one on the side, on each side. And yeah, that's it. Cool. So once you got it back in place, just make sure before you got it all the way back in place, you want to tilt it sideways to where the bottom bolt down here is facing up towards over right there towards the well where there's a space, so you get the bolt in here before you take it out and before you put it in. Otherwise you won't be able to get the bolt in there. The only way it goes in sideways, so just make sure you do that before you get it all the way in there, and you should be good to go. One right here at the top, 13 millimeter bolt at the bottom, and one at the top. Okay, next step, we'll keep you tuned. Alright, we're back, got the electrical connector hooked up. You're on a 12 millimeter wrench for the bolt there on the back of the radiator terminal, and we'll get you tuned in for the serpentine belt, getting that all hooked up. Put the 4 screws on this back, one here, one there, other side as well. We'll get that back on right now, all tightened up, ready to go. We're back at the serpentine belt. We got a 14 millimeter wrench on the tensioner pulley down here. Just gonna pull that clockwise, pull it up a little bit. We're ready to, just like that, get the belt on. So it's gonna go around the AC pump, over the crank pulley. It goes underneath the tensioner there. So I'll get all that on and get back to you. So we're back, we have the belt on. If you look here, what I did was 14 millimeter right there on the tensioner pulley. Goes around the serpentine, around the crank pulley, under the tensioner. And if you look right there you go, you can see it now, over the alternator, under the cam pulley, and back over the AC pump. And that's it. That's how you install a serpentine belt on a, what year's your car, Peter?
2016.
2016 Nissan Sentra. I got the plastic piece kind of up like this. There's like a couple tabs here. I'll show you when I get back together, take it off, but you want to bend it up so you can get access to the bottom. Whew. Yeah, you're good. If you look now, you're at 14 volts. Before it was 8 volts. So yeah, that's why it wasn't charging. So you're all good to go now. Woo. Come on, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, anytime.